Hey there, everyone. This is the Snake 383. Welcome back to Megaman Legends. Today, we're going to leave the Klotzer Woods ruins and finally enter the main gate, which we opened in the previous part.
Okay, Megaman, hold on. Lift off!
It's the bonds.
Now that he's opened the main gate for us, we don't need to keep him around any longer. Time to blow him and that ship of his to Kingdom Come! All port cannons, prepare to fire! Fire!
We don't stand a chance out here. We'll have to try and hide in the clouds.
Cease fire! They're trying to lose us in the clouds. After them!
Steady as she goes.
Number 2, prepare for drop launch. All weapons stand by.
Miss Tron, please report to the bridge.
That little ship's faster than she looks. Launch the Drox! Don't let him get away! Let's see you escape this time.
No problem, Roll.
You didn't think that it would be that easy, did you? Well, for this boss fight, all you have to do is prevent the Drox from destroying the Flutter. This is exactly why I suggest that you max out the active buster as much as you could. But if you fully maxed it out, this boss fight will be a piece of cake. Otherwise, you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time in this boss fight. Because this boss fight is a two-part boss fight. I suggest that you conserve weapon energy and make use of your Mega Buster in this boss fight. Just look around and take aim at the Drox, and then constantly press forward as Megaman fires the Mega Buster. When the Drox fly at you in a straight line, that should be your cue to fire the active Buster, because that way the shots will lock onto them and hit them. This fight can get a little tedious when you get down to the last drop, because it can be really annoying to hit him. All it's gonna keep doing is circle around the Flutter and fire its machine gun at them. It really helps if you upgrade the lock-on ability of the active buster, as well as its range. Because otherwise, you're going to be pretty much up Spit Creek without a paddle.
Roll, they're right on top of us.
I'm on it, Megaman. Here we go!
Impossible! They shot down all the Drox! But they bought us enough time to catch up with Blue Boy there! Huh? Where'd they go? They're gone!
Diesel, they're underneath us! They're right below the Gesso Shaft!
Underneath? They couldn't have! They must have discovered our weak spot! Battle stations! It looks like they're serious. They want to go out fighting, just like cornered rats! On your toes, everyone!
Roger! Rats? Okay, Megaman, now it's our turn. Take out their weak points one by one.
Once again, if you maxed out the active buster, you could easily end this fight within 10 seconds. But the range of the active buster hasn't been upgraded enough, so we're gonna do this the hard way. The weak points of the Gesso Shaft are the wings and the hull. Be careful when the Gesso Shaft comes up right behind the flutter, because otherwise the mouth of it will shoot bombs at you. There are also turrets on the side that you can easily destroy with a Mega Buster. Don't waste your active buster on them. Don't forget that you can defend the flutter by also shooting the shells down.
That's it! Keep it up! Don't give them any breathing room!
That's it, Megaman. Working. Keep it up. Diesel, there's a fire involved too! I'm stealing it all!
What? Gunners! What do you think you're doing? Not about to stop! Another hit! What kind of firepower are you packing on that little ship?
Once you've taken down the hull and the wings, the Gesso Shaft is going to shift to its final attack. It's going to fire lasers from the skull.
They're still flying. There must be someplace we haven't
All the Gesso Shaft is going to do at this point is fire laser from the eyes of the skull and try to kill Megaman. So be quick in shooting down the skull part.
Mission complete! Megaman, if we're not careful, we'll be caught in the explosion. We've got to get out of here.
Right.
You didn't think you'd be able to take care of us that easily, did you? But they still managed to get me. I can't move my arm. It's up to you, Tron. Get him!
Leave it to me, Diesel. He's gone too far this time. No more playing around. I'll show them!
I ran out of weapon energy right as I destroyed the Gesso Shaft, so I'm gonna have to use the hyper cartridge. We'll have more than enough weapon energy to take down the Bond's new mech, the Fckin Wolf. No, I didn't say the F word. It's spelled out F-O-C-K-E, Wolf. Yes, the Japanese have crazy naming schemes. This is actually more difficult than the Gesso Shaft fight. Because not only will the Fckin Wolf shoot missiles, it'll also shoot its machine gun at the Flutter. The Fckin Wolf will shoot missiles at Megaman, and also fire its machine gun. Though it may be difficult to do, I recommend that you shoot down the missiles with your Mega Buster. But if you're unable to do so, use the dodging roll. However, keep in mind that if you dodge the missiles, the Flutter will take damage. Also, the best time to fire the active buster at the Fckin Wolf is when it flies straight over the Flutter. You see right here? That should be your cue to fire the active buster. Here's a little bit of trivia. When I was playing the game for the first time, my game would lock up once I took down the Gesso Shaft. So therefore, I had to use another friend's copy to actually proceed beyond the cutscene. I know, I haven't had the best relationship with this game. I had to buy it 2 more times because my disc broke. But there you go! The Bonds have been totally defeated.
I'm sorry, Teasel. I lost.
Don't worry your pretty little head over it, Tron. We tried our best, but sometimes your best isn't good enough. We lost fair and square. That's life.
They did eject, didn't they?
I don't think so.
Maybe. Maybe we should have taken it easier on them.
Maybe.
Pretty dark for a Mega Man game, huh? Well, let's brighten things up with this cactus. You remember in Final Fantasy how your character would always talk to inanimate objects? That's exactly what that cactus represents right there, considering Data thought it would make a good conversation partner. Anyway, this is Mega Man's room, and it's really, really empty. But out of all the rooms inside the Flutter, Mega Man's is the emptiest. You know, that's really hilarious. I wonder if he ever gets paid back for all the crap that he goes through for Roll. Because while Roll is outside of the ruins giving orders, Mega Man's doing all the hard work, getting smacked around by Reaver bots inside the ruins. And for what? All just to barely get by on a living as a digger. Well, upcoming right here is one of the funniest parts of the game. And I don't have the words to describe it. You're just gonna have to see for yourself. Here we go!
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Whoops.
Get out of here now! Next time, knock before opening the door.
Sorry, Roll.
Congratulations! You just saw Roll naked! I actually wondered about that scene for years. I wouldn't figure it out until Mega Man Legends 2 was finally released. Back then, my 10, 11-year-old mind couldn't comprehend what exactly was going on. You didn't just see Roll naked. You actually walked in on Roll changing her clothes. And no, this is not uncensored in the Japanese version. I'm sorry. Anyways, getting back to business here. Our next order of business should be saving enough money to buy the Kevlar Jacket Omega, which will reduce damage by 3/4. And the junk store also has some buster parts that are actually worth buying now. And we're going to save up money to buy those as well. But for now, call Roll and tell her to take you to the main gate. Because we have some business that we need to take care of.
Megaman, be careful. I don't like the looks of this place.
But you know what's great about the main gate's level design? All it is a spiral downwards. And the only Reaverbots that you'll encounter in the spiral hallways are those Reaverbots right there. The only difference is that they have more health than before. Having a spiral stairway down the main gate just speaks laziness on the developer's behalf. Because all you really have right here is just your active buster that's going to be useful for taking down those Reaverbots. There's at least some treasures that we can find here, like some money, as well as some buster parts. You'll want to snipe those Reaverbots from afar. Just make sure that you're far away to the point where they're not going to guard themselves with their shields. And use the forward trick so you can make rapid fire shots. Take note that this is the last time that Roll is ever going to bother you over the radio. So I bet those of you that are annoyed by her constantly chattering with you are jumping for joy, because she's never going to talk to you ever again until the very end of the game. At least over the radio. Right now, we're very close to the bottom of the main gate. Just around a few more hallways, and we'll finally reach the entrance to the main control room. Yes, these hallways are meant to be very tedious. I would fast forward through the hallway section, but I want to give you the impression of just how long these hallways can be. But once we've gone through it once, there will be no need for us to go through it again. And the entrance to the control room is right around this corner. We finally reached the bottom of the main gate. Very exciting, isn't it? Only to be blocked off by a locked door. This is actually the first time I ever went down here first, because there's actually something else that we're going to need to do. So we're going to come back here later. But the best part about having reached the bottom and destroying all those Reaverbots is that you can use your jet skates without interruption. Go through the first door right here, the second door that you see when you're going down the main gate. And you're going to finally reach a control console. And what we tried to open right there was the central gate. But we're not going to be able to open it because we need 3 keys. And to obtain those 3 keys, we have to find them in sub-cities. Currently, the sub-cities are underground, and once you choose to unlock them, they'll surface right inside the city. So truly, you don't have another choice.
The switch I just pulled should have activated the portals to the living quarters. They should have appeared somewhere on the island. Guess it's time to start looking for them.
Right here, inside the main gate, is the central hub to all the other portal ruins. And right here is the boss, or sub-boss, you could say, from the Clotterwood subgate. As long as you use the active buster on him, or another powerful weapon, he's a piece of cake to beat. But he gives a lot of money as a reward for destroying him. But before we go any further, there's one more weapon part that we need to find. It's not so much a weapon as it is a tool. But it can be pretty useful if you use it correctly. Right around the corner is a hole that contains the last piece of art that we can donate to the museum. The shiny red stone. Compared to the open space in the central hub, finding this Reaverbot in this hallway is going to be a bit difficult. I suggest that you shoot the active buster when he's running straight towards you. But if you try to run away, you're just only going to get knocked down. Finally, the real treasure we seek, that's also a tool, can be found by going the other way. But be careful when you turn around this corner, because there's a third Reaverbot right there that we fought in the old ruins at the Clotter Woods. I think this speaks laziness when Capcom tried to design the final level. They couldn't come up with any new enemies, so they decided, hey, you know what? This is the final level. In Megaman, we can just rehash the old bosses and old enemies and do whatever we want. So let's just reuse old enemies instead of coming up with new ones. But believe it or not, this is actually the first Mega Man game in which you don't have to fight the old bosses again. And for that, I must applaud Capcom for taking out the survival gauntlet, which is rather annoying and tedious. And right inside this treasure chest is the item that we were looking for, the blunted drill. We can take the blunted drill back to Roll and have her develop it into the drill arm. The drill arm is the most valuable tool in the game, more valuable than the vacuum arm and the shield arm, because we can drill down the walls that we saw all throughout the portal ruins. Once you've found every treasure inside the central hub, head towards the eastern door and exit. It'll take you back to the portal ruins, but don't worry, this actually leads somewhere very important. There's no other doors around except this one, so we have an obligation to exit. Guess where this leads to? Inside the fence surrounding the warehouse in the old city. We couldn't enter it before, but now we can.
Wow, that's pretty big. I wonder what it is. Wait! That mark!
Teasel, you better not be eating that entire pizza yourself. Huh? Hey, you! Do you know what happened to us thanks to you? I thought I was going to die! Huh?
You're alive! That's wonderful!
What? Let go of me! What do you think you're doing? Don't touch me!
What the hold up, Tron? If you don't hurry up, there's not going to be any pizza left. Huh? You! What are you doing here? Tron! Hurry up, get on board. It's time to activate Bruno.
This robot is my masterpiece. You're welcome to try and stop us. But you won't stand a chance this time. See you!
Wait!
Thanks for waiting, Teasel! Let's go! Everyone ready? We're moving out! Roger! Miss Tron looks happy.
It's powering up!
Yep, the Bonds were alive the whole time, and doing construction in the abandoned warehouse. The black building that you see on the right is the entrance to the prototype Anthro unit residencies. If you want easy access to the residencies here, I suggest that you let Bruno destroy the fences surrounding the now destroyed warehouse. It's possible to defeat Bruno without having him destroy the fence, but you'll want to keep it up anyway, or else you're going to have to go through the main gate again and exit through that eastern door. Also, having Bruno destroy the fence is not going to affect your karma rating with the city. You don't want to get too close to Bruno, because every time he takes a step, he'll shoot bombs from his feet, and he'll also fire lasers from his hands. Missiles will be fired from Bruno's knees, or lack thereof. You can hit Bruno anywhere except the legs and the head. Aim for the torso, because that's where he'll take the most damage. This is also the most difficult boss fight in the game, so make sure that your canteen has been recharged, and you also have another hyper cartridge, if you've bought another one. The fencing also makes for good cover when Bruno fires his laser shots. So you can use those and have Bruno destroy them while you come out from behind them and fire your Mega Buster. Believe it or not, there's actually another difficulty level, which makes the game harder, and will also extend Bruno's health meter off the screen. It's insane, I know. I've yet to play hard mode again without cheats. I haven't bothered to play hard mode ever since I beat the game with cheats. Your prime time to attack Bruno is when he has his back turned towards you. Now, that way you can take away a lot of health. But later on, I decided to unequip the active buster because I didn't have a hyper cartridge with me at the time. Plus, there's no other way for you to refill your weapon energy in this game. If you are unable to dodge the missiles by jumping out of the way, don't forget that you can reuse the same tactic in the Balkan Galag fight by taking aim at them with R2 and shooting them down with a Mega Buster. One of the things I'm surprised about in this boss fight is that the dogs in the old city are nowhere to be found. It's like they immediately peed themselves when they saw Bruno and immediately ran away, never to be seen again. I'd actually like to see someone hack the dogs into the boss fight. Make things a little bit more difficult, but a whole lot more fun. Now that I think of it, it's also really inconsistent for Theodore Bruno to be able to destroy the fence surrounding the warehouse, but not any of the old buildings. It would have added so much more to this fight, and also let Megaman be able to restore the old city, or at least reconstruct it. Well, Bruno's just about beaten, and this part is almost over. So tune in next time when we finish up some random odds and ends around the city. We'll let this following cutscene take us out.
Huh? Okay, Blue Boy, I must know, what's your name?
Me? My name is Megaman. Megaman Volnut.
Megaman, is it? You know, I've been in this business a long time, but this is the first time anyone's ever given me this much trouble. Yet, it feels good somehow, being beaten by you like this. Almost as though I've met my match.
Teasel!
I can face the facts. I lost, you won. I'm gonna try to forget this entire incident. Ah, it feels good to say that. My heart feels as clean as the blue sky on a cloudless day. See you around, Mega Man.
Wait!
Then, does this mean I'll never see him again?
Drawn. Once he finds the treasure, we'll wait for our chance and take it from him.
What?
You didn't think I was going to just walk away, did you?
Oh, of course not. Now that's the Teasel I know.
You bet it is. Old Teasel never gives up. I'll get that treasure sooner or later, one way or the other.
Bravo!